Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of May 5th to the 11th in my B6 Journey Planner. So I did not even plan last week, so I apologize. There was no plan with me. I literally did nothing. Or technically I did, but I just got overwhelmed with work and making sure I understood all the things I needed to. Obviously, work takes priority. Planning, maybe. So this is what my first week turned out. Yeah, it's quite busy, and I'm not really a fan of it, but it is on paper. It's official. So anyway, but overall, I have been liking my job so far. It's very interesting, and I've kind of been learning, like, it's very fast-paced in a way, because they're also finishing up their Q1 reporting. So essentially the deadline is coming up for the first quarter of the year, and yeah, I've just been helping out here wherever I can. So it's just a lot of things being thrown at me, and I'm just like, whoa. I literally got very overwhelmed, and no crying so far, so to sleep. So far so good. It's just been very joyful because my team is they're all Asian, which is so funny. Everyone's Asian except 3 people, I believe. So yeah, and they all speak the same language except me. I should mention, like, the Asian, all my Asian coworkers. I don't speak Mandarin, and I never really learned Mandarin. I grew up learning Cantonese because my parents speak Cantonese. So yeah, it's just another dialect, and I'm just like, maybe I'll be learning on the job. Anyway, and that is pretty much what happened my first 2 weeks so far. So pretty much they put us in boot camp. That's what they call it, boot camp, and it literally felt like boot camp because by the time I got home, I was exhausted, very tired. And I was like, what the heck? And then I had to go back so pretty much I was in office Tuesday through Thursday, and I had to get up at 6, so just to make sure I walk the dogs and do all the things I need to do before I leave. And yeah, the first day I bought so much stuff. I was like, I don't need all this crap. And then I said, no, I'm not bringing this huge planner. Like, I bought this planner, I was like, I don't really need it. And I just minimalized until like Tuesday, where I was like, oh, I don't even need to bring headphones. Like, they made us request headsets, but then I don't know, my team doesn't use it, so it's just very interesting. Or I could technically just leave it in the office because I have a locker, so maybe I'll do that. Anyway, so far it's been wonderful. My team is very, like, we just had a team lunch so we get lunch paid by the company whenever we're in the office, but it's only limited to $25 for the whole week. So I'm just like, oh, interesting. So anyway, yeah, so pretty much that's one perk. But yeah, and my team kind of leaves early in a way to make sure that it's not crowded in the trains. So yeah, anyway, so far overall I've been liking this company. It's like, even the training is so much different from my previous job's training, because my previous job, they send us to a location, or like to Dallas. You can probably guess from who it is. And pretty much there's this university, and it's just like they just stick you in a classroom and then they teach you the basic stuffs, and it's not really like technically related to your client that you're working on. It's like a broad spectrum. But this one, like, this company's training is very technical, where all of the stuff is everyone uses. So it's just like makes sense. Anyway, I could just go into more information, like, or more details about it, but I'll just keep it to there. Anyway, so it's currently Monday and I haven't planned this week, so yeah. I'm kind of late on this plan with me, so I apologize. Anyway, let me pick my colors. So I've been using, actually, I think I've been color coding. Oh no, I color coded in my dailies, so I might do the same thing. So pretty much the best part is that I only have to go into the office 2 days a week, and then after 3 months I get to work from like anywhere. Obviously, what do you call it? Approved locations for a whole month after my probation. Technically, not really probation, but yeah. I guess you have to be in the office 80% of the time you're supposed to be in, and then you get to go work anywhere. Like, you can go travel abroad and work somewhere, but you have to work like the specific hours, or like the 9 to 6 hours, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. In the time zone that you are located, or like your home bases. My goodness, how do I explain that? Oh, almost messed it up already. So I am working from home. So the best part is I get to work from home Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm just like, yes. And they also have summer Fridays, and I'm just like, what? Double yes. And then also the people that I was training with, some of them, like, there's only 3 level 2s, like same level as me, that was hired. That's what I know of. So yeah, pretty much they like, they kind of had the same situation that happened to me, but they had a quicker turnaround than I did. So mine was a whole year, his was a whole month. I was just like, how? But sad. But yeah, I guess he kind of had an inkling of what was happening, and it's still happening amongst the big 4s as well, because I just read today, as of May 5th, I read a article that said another big 4 was laying off 1,500 people. So that's crazy. And also, I haven't been really utilizing the OT option, where like overtime. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like, should I be using it or should I not? Like, I feel like I don't really need to use it, but my team was like, why not? So anyway, so moving on. Oops, that was a little overboard. That's fine. Anyway, so they also told me when I was interviewing that there would be a gym in the office, and I did not have any idea. Like, there was no pictures of the office. So I walked in, and I should just mention that they moved into this workspace, or like this office, in January, because they were in another location before. So this is new, very new, and I had the idea of a, like, I don't know, treadmills in a way, but it's just an empty room that I guess they kind of used it for yoga, but then the instructor who was also working there kind of gave up on it, or she didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it was just so funny, but I was just like, oh, it's not really a gym. Anyway, so that was that. So work, I technically don't have to write work, but yeah. And I actually have to leave early on, well, not early, but I will make up the hours after I come back. So my dog has a follow-up appointment. I could go on Saturday, but my dad isn't available, and my brother has work, so I can't take him to the vet. And I can't take public transportation because he is a 60-pound dog, and he can barely walk up the stairs, and it's just a whole hectic, like, very bad situation if I was to go on public transportation with him. And yeah, anyway, so my dad is free on the 9th because he's working early election again. There's like multiple elections this year, which is insane. But more money for my parents to work. Unfortunately, I won't be working because obviously I just started this job. I can't take off already. Anyway, so I don't even know how I wanted to mark things. I kind of want to do something different, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think my cousin, or I don't know. She never tells me anything because we're not that close, but close, if that makes sense. But she pretty much is having a part 3 of her wedding, which is just photos. Everything is just photos with her immediate family. So, yeah. I just know it's this weekend, so I don't know. Anyway, why I mentioned it, I have no idea. Okay. I guess I'll mark my... Oh, I didn't even mark out these days. It's fine. Oh, I need to give my dogs their medication, which I'll be in the office, so I'll probably do it after I come home. K&K meds. My Mushu's birthday's on. Mushu's birthday. Oh, totally forgot to mark the most important thing, which is the plan sale. And I'm actually going to mark, just for consistency, here as well, so I don't forget which color it was. So yeah. So okay, that is that, and I think that is essentially it. Oh wait, Mother's Day, duh. This might be too bright. I'm just going to grab a tissue and dab dab dab. It kind of dries the ink faster, in a way. That is so bright. Mother's... Oh wait, I think my friends were planning to go out on... I'm like, where did my post-it note go? So they plan on going out on Saturday to Queens? Queens? Question mark. And oh, I also have to go grocery shopping for Mother's Day dinner. Since my parents aren't going to be home, yeah, I thought it would be nice. My mom was like, oh, seafood, like, lobster is on sale at ShopRite, and I was like, but I don't know how to cook lobster. I can cook you a steak. So yeah, we'll probably have steak, but I think we do have steak at home, so I don't know. Anyway, that is that. I don't have anything else to mark. Should I mark my TV shows, even though I'm so far behind on one of them that I'm just like, I might as well just wait until it goes on to, what do you call it, Netflix, which is All American. I'm just like so far behind. Like this, I believe, yeah, this week is the last episode of the season, so as you can tell, very far behind. So I don't even bother marking it on my sidebar. Oh wait, you know what I forgot to do? My incoming packages. Excuse you, sticker. Do I have packages? Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. What happened to my... Oh, I was like, where did my train stickers go? I can mark these to mark out work. Okay, anyway, I don't have a package icon Maybe I could use this. I have no idea why I bought this one, but I'll use it. So, incoming. We have Puma socks coming. I prefer their socks for some reason because they have a tab on the back, and my ankle, for some reason, any shoes that I wear, it just does not like my ankle, or my ankle does not like the shoe. So it just always like gives me blisters. But I like the tabs on the back of the socks, and it's like makes it comfortable. I don't know how else to explain it. Then I got a package for Macy's. I totally forgot. Oops. Nope, wrong tab. Da-dum. Let's see. Whoops. Macy's. Oh, American Eagle. I needed new jeans, so yep. And then SPC Mystery, and then SPC 11-year order. The Coffee Monsters Co. Q2 subscription, but it's probably not going to be here until later this month, or maybe next month. I don't know. I think it's this month. I could be wrong. Anyway, TV shows. I don't really have, or let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. So, Tracker, which I already watched. Watson. The Equalizer, which got canceled. And I kind of figured, because the storyline it didn't feel exciting anymore, if that makes sense. And then Suits LA. I'm skipping All American. FBI Most Wanted. And International, which I'm so angry that they canceled, and just kept FBI. But they have a new show coming, FBI, or they called it, I think it's not official, but it's FBI CIA or just CIA. I don't know. One of the two. And then The Cleaning Lady. Will Trent. The Rookie. And that's it. Oh, The Masked Singer, which is the finale. Medfire PD. And Criminal Minds is back. (911). Oh my gosh. If anyone watched 911, it gave me both episodes, the last two episodes. I was crying. Very emotional. Dr. Odyssey. Like, how could they do this? And then found. And then gross point. Okay, so to mark my commute, I can probably use these. So usually I leave the house by 7:30 and get to the office, give myself enough time to cool off. But sometimes I start work early, depending on the mood I am. If not, then I'll just like sit around until 9 o'clock. Or like eat my breakfast, I should say. Ew, why did I do that? Actually, it's because I overmarked it, so it's fine. Okay, so that is my commute. Oh no, my sticker. Mother's Day. Got that. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yep. Oh, maybe I should write Cinco de Mayo. Since I already wrote Mother's Day. And, oh, well, this is gonna happen later. YouTube, or I'll post it tomorrow morning. How about that? YouTube, plan with me, and then I'll have the plan sale info. So that way you have information the day before, I guess. Cinco de Mayo. Okay, let me write. I'm like, where's my whiteout? Because I cleaned my desk over the weekend, so yeah, that was also priority for me to clean my desk, because the bomb went off before I started work and I just couldn't touch it for 2 weeks, the minimum. So anyway, that is pretty much the plan with me. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.